my fellow productive degenerates. Are you offended I called you that? Anyways, that's why I'm now referring to myself. This video, 10 healthy, random, weird, unique things I've done that have made me 10 times healthier. But I'm more in the sustainable lifestyle changes versus the quick fix, take a pill, lose 20 pounds, detox tea bullshit that's on the internet. No, we're about sustainable lifestyle changes over here. Health is wealth. Despite my love of tequila, being a degenerate every once in a blue moon, but I'm also slightly a geek when it comes to things like biohacking, just living a healthier, longer life. 10 habits I've incorporated, they've just made me overall healthier. The term healthy is objective right there. I know people are gonna come and be like, keto's healthy, vegan's healthy, kale's bad, kale's good, meat, like, I get that. What health is to me is anything that improves my energy, sports performance, longevity, just makes me a happier, more well-rounded person and increases my mental, physical, and emotional health. Number one, you guys already saw in my little mini morning routine, is shining light right in my face right when I wake up. Now, ideally, it's the sun. But right now I'm living in Scandinavia. When I'm not living in Scandinavia, I'm living in Canada. And what happens during the winter months? Seasonal depression, because we don't see sunlight. It is a game changer. If right when you wake up, you can go see sunlight. Now, in an ideal world, I wake up, the sun is up, I go outside, and I just, literally, I know it sounds easy, just stare at the sun. It's gonna wake you up, fill you through with energy, and just set your I can never say this word.
Iconocree. Is that a word?
No.
No.
Iconocree.
Sets your sleep-wake pattern. Now, some people debate, you could actually do this with your screen. I know we try and avoid our screen because of work and social media, but technically you can just see bright lights if you don't have the option of the sun, but ideally it's the sun. And that's the first thing I do every single morning. Now, two, after I've done that, I've had my coffee, I move outside, either a walk or run. I think my purpose on this channel, first of all, is to tell people to drink water. Second is just to get people to move outside. It is the biggest game changer. If every single person on earth spent 30 to 60 minutes moving outside, I'm convinced the world would be a better place. First, vitamin D. So important for immunity and energy. Is just a foundational thing. One of the best ways to get it from is the sun, especially staring into the sun. If you're on this walk, if you can just stare outside into the distance, it's gonna be so good for your eyesight.
You need to go to a window, you need to look out at a distance. Ideally, you would even open the window because those windows actually filter out a lot of the blue light that you want during the daytime.
It forces you to be off your phone. It's kind of like meditation, movement. It allows you to be away from the distractions of the world. So that's why it's so important for your mental health. One of the biggest challenges for people getting outside, I know, is the colder weather. I try and reverse it and say it's even better for you in the colder weather because it's a slight cold exposure, which we'll get into later into the video. If every day you can just start your day moving outside, a walk or a run, just get outside and move, it will change your energy levels. If you're someone who's always cold, try working out in the morning, even when it's cold. Trust me, throughout the day, it will keep you warmer. The days I don't do this is the days I'm freezing by 3 p.m. Number three, the easiest thing, the one thing no one can debate, all humans have to do, the only last non-controversial topic, breathing. Now, you're like,
Keltie, yeah, I got that, thanks.
okay, just stop. Stop what you're doing. Just take a moment, let's all be. Notice where you're breathing. Is it through your nose or your mouth? Now right there, most of us are mouth breathers. If you can just learn to be a nose breather and utilize that, that can help with so many factors. But I'm not gonna get into it. That's just a little thing to look on your own if you want to. But for me, one of the biggest things breathing is changing activities. So when I go from one thing to the other, the biggest thing I struggled with over the last 2 years working from home, lockdown, is like changing from one situation to the other. For example, normally we'd be at work, then we'd get into our car, we'd decompress for 10 to 20 minutes, we'd go home, see our family, then we'd go to gym. There was like always decompression time. When you work from home, there's no decompression time. I find it'd be like work, sit in front and eat, call my family, and it's just like my mind was still in the other activity when I was trying to be present in this activity. Here's what I do. There's so many different breathing things. I saw it on a podcast a couple months ago and it stuck. 2 big inhales through your nose and then you sigh. So you see this a lot of times when kids are like crying, they'll do like the 2 inhales. Let's just try this together. So you're just gonna breathe in through your nose twice. So you're gonna, and I just do that from my walk to work, from between work to having a meal. If I just do that every time, it just allows me to have a second to reset, calm, be present. I've just found it has completely changed my mental health and just made me more present, and it seems really cheesy, but there's actually so much science into breathing and belly breathing and nose and mouth, and look into that if you care. Number 4 is taking AG1, which I've been taking for 2 years. I do not promote supplements on this channel except for this one because it is the only one I feel comfortable having every single person take. It is a part of my routine. I love it. I gifted it to my family, my brother, my mom. It is the only supplement my boyfriend takes because he refuses to take anything that's not NSF certified, which means anyone, any Olympian around the world can take it. For me, I travel a ton. My diet isn't always consistent, but I want to make sure I always get a wide variety of nutrients, and we'll talk later on in the video eating seasonally. If you try and eat every kind of food every day, you're going to miss some nutrients. So that's why I love athletic greens. You know, you're just getting every nutrient in every day. It's part of a routine. I think even this video, one of the things I think is the best way to completely change your life is just have a habit and build off it. Like small habit every single day that you know is good for you. Start there. Do that every single day for 30, 60 days. Then add on to it. And then it's not about taking away. It's adding the little things. And suddenly you're doing so many good things. You don't have time for the bad things. I think athletic greens is one of those great things you know you can take every day. It's nutritional insurance. I've been using it for 2 years. It has helped with digestion. I don't want to brag. I'm just going to point this out there. I haven't been sick in 2 years. My immune system is superb. Athletic Greens got you covered. It is keto, vegan, sugar-free, probiotics, prebiotics. It's going to help with energy, immunity. It is the only supplement I like to promote because I am obsessed with it, taking it for 2 years. Go to my link in the description now to get a year's supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 travel packs for free with your first purchase. This is a game changer for supporting your immune system. AG1 provides your body with everything it needs for optimal performance every single day. Athletic Greens is going to give my community an immune supporting free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Thank you, Athletic Greens, for sponsoring this video. Number 5, hip openers. Any single person can work on, especially because guess what we all do now? This. We live like this. I personally like to work on my hip mobility before a workout. You can do it any part during the day after a long day of sitting. The more you do it, the better. And the reason is, first, it's gonna increase your range of motion. So if your goal is muscle building, a bigger booty, sports performance, the more range of motion, the more of the muscle you can engage, the bigger it's gonna get. So if you're trying to work on that booty and you have limited hip mobility, you're only able to move your hips so much. So you're only able to engage so much of the muscle. Your muscle can only grow so much. That's why you have to work on mobility. Second, it's gonna reduce hip pain, but also lower back pain. This is all connected. You'd be mind blown by working on hip mobility, how many other things, suddenly your back's not as tight, which means your shoulder's not as tight, which means your jaw isn't as tight. It's all connected. Number 6, cold exposure. For me, it is cold showers. I'm actually doing a 30-day challenge. I won't dive into it. Hit subscribe if you want to see what happens. There's a lot of science about having, specifically, the data seems to be around 11 minutes a week of cold exposure, I think it is. By having some cold exposure every day, I'm way warmer throughout the rest of the day. So if you're someone who's always cold, I know it seems counterintuitive, but maybe just try that. Because for me, if I'm freezing all day, I don't want to work out. I just want to sit on the couch. I just want to eat bread and butter and nothing else, not a vegetable. Nothing wrong with bread and butter, I'm just saying. I've only done it for a couple days now, but just having that burst of cold water first thing in the morning is just coffee and an energy drink in one. It's just like, boom, it just wakes you up. The more energy you have, the more likely you're to do things that are good for you. At the end of the day, if you just optimize energy, that is a game changer. Number 7, the most bogus, but there's actually a little bit of legitimacy in it, lemon water. Why? It is not because it improves digestion and it does not increase your metabolism. That's kind of been this bogus internet meme that has been created in every health and wellness. No. What it does do is, first, it makes water a lot prettier. When water's prettier, you drink more. Obviously, we all need to drink water. Maria, go drink some water. It also makes it taste better. And the best thing, and why I like to drink a lot of lemon water, is lemon has one of the highest % of vitamin C. And so one of the easiest ways to get a ton of vitamin C is just add lemon to your water. And just think of it like that. You're getting whole food vitamin C is what I like to think of lemon water as. I don't like to think of it as boosting my metabolism, helping my digestion. I'm just like, we all need vitamin C. And it forces me to drink water and taste better and it looks prettier. Number 8, fresh herbs. This is really weird, but this, maybe I'm just getting old. It's just that little habit that you start doing and it just makes you want to have more whole foods. It makes you want to go to the farmer's market and get the new seasonal things. Also, herbs are packed full of nutrients. So it's such an easy way that no matter what your diet is, just add that. It's gonna make the food more beautiful. You feel like you're really cooking. It makes me wanna cook when I have fresh herbs. It's just that nice little kickstart to wanting to eat healthier and also knowing they're packed full of nutrients. I feel like I have my life together when I use herbs. Maybe that's all it is. Bonus, I'll talk more about in next week's video. The importance of dressing up every single day. Not New Year's resolution, but more just putting 2021 behind. Kind of getting back to what made me show up as the best version of myself every day. And one was always dressing up, especially even for the gym. Because something I used to do, I've worked from home pre-COVID even, and I used to really make an effort to get dressed up every day. That has definitely fallen. Fashion is creativity to me, and dressing up is a form of self-care. So I'm not saying dressing up to impress someone else. I mean, like, I want to dress up and look in the mirror and be like, girl, you're looking good. I'm proud of you. You're being the best version of yourself, and just like flourishing. I've used time and time again, because when I wear something, whatever it is, it could be a baggy hoodie and sweatpants, it could be a little bandeau, whatever makes you be like, I feel good, you're more likely to go to the gym. Speaking of outfits that make you look cute, KK Twins collab launched today, and for my short-legged muscular girls, I'm 5'7", a bit longer and lankier, so some things are a bit shorter on me, but I'm just saying, if you are like 5'4" under, you got the quads, you got the thighs, this line, thank me later. Eating seasonally. I've harped this so much. This might be the only nutritional advice I'd like really give. Just eat seasonally. If we all did that, it would be so good. First, you're more likely to eat local. You can just get it from a farmer's market, it will be there. Second, so it also doesn't have to travel as far. If you're eating seasonally, the food will naturally have more nutrients in it than when it's off season, because that's just the time of the year, the climate, it's growing in the right conditions, so it'll be more nutrient dense when you're having that. It's better for the environment, it's better for you, it's better for the local economy. We want to buy local, that's a big thing. Number 10, another weird one that's really easy to add that is so good for you, fermented foods. Kimchi, kombucha. I believe olives are. Probiotics are so in. There's so many health benefits. If you're someone who has digestive problems, you just want to think of like the more bacteria your body's used to, the more things it can take on. There's so much research coming out about mental health. We all want to take probiotics, but a very easy way, a whole food way that's not just relying on a supplement to get your probiotics, is just eating a wide variety of fermented foods. And I found since I did that, sometimes your digestion's a little off about the first week you start eating them, but now that I do it, I got like, I feel an iron gut. Like I can kind of eat any kind of cuisine and my body's fine. And my last healthy random hack is saying sleep hygiene. Now, I didn't know a specific word for this, and this is kind of wide variety, but just the overall timing of your sleep. Now, we want the 8 hours. That's what I used to always focus on, but now I focus more on the timing, quality of sleep, and just making my environment so good for when I go to sleep. So one thing is creating very low light. Like I have very moody lights. Like I hate yellow light. I'm a YouTuber. Yellow light is very offensive. You want like bright exposure, but at night I do not want any bright lights. I want it all moody, like candlelight. Like I want it to mimic candles. I have my skincare I do every night. It's all about winding down, really setting myself up that I just want to slowly drift into sleep. And since I've really focused on my nighttime routine over the last 2 to 3 years, my sleep latency, which I track on my Aurora ring, is like 3 minutes, which pretty much means I lay down and I pass out. I try not to watch any shows that take too much mental capacity, turn down the lights, put on some quiet music, but it's all about that and just creating a beautiful environment, which is what sleep hygiene is, to optimize your sleep. Because if you have proper sleep, it's gonna change everything. Literally, everything else I've said in the video, throw it all away. Throw it all away and just worry about getting good REM deep sleep. It's not the small things that make a difference in fitness and wellness. It is really, it's movement every day. It is social connection, time in nature. It is eating nutrient-dense food. It is nourishing your body so it can flourish. Instead of thinking you have to change everything, if you just take these little habits that have a ripple effect, it is crazy how much they can change. So just do the one that sounds most appealing to you. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any like little things you've done that have a ripple effect. You don't have to change everything. These are things I've just found over like the last decade of my life that I've just added and then consistently added, and after looking back 3 or 4 years, I'm like, you know what, I'm so glad I wake up every day and look at the sun. Hope you all have a fabulous 2022. I have some big, I always say this, some exciting things coming to the channel you'll see over the next 3 weeks. I just have videos I'm so excited to bring you guys. I took some time off during the holidays and just feel myself. I feel refreshed. I feel the best version, and I'm excited for what I'm gonna bring you guys and what we're gonna do together in 2022. Hope you guys have a fabulous day. Go pet a dog. Love you guys. Bye.